Hey, Crystal Maiden here. And now I'm going to be showing off Sonic Colors for the Wii. This is a game that's been a long time coming.
Sega.
And to be honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of this one. Like, it's not a terrible game. It's not a bad to play game. It's just, I find it kind of dull, that's all. It's not nearly as thrilling and exciting as the Boost games, and to be honest, I'd rather play Sonic's levels in Adventure 2 to this. And SA1 Sonic, but that goes without saying. Like, I don't know, just something about it feels dull. Maybe it's that it's too easy. This song is by Cash Cash, and you can really tell that they're called that because, well, this is basically auto-tune singing. This is electronic, very trying to appeal to the kids. And that's basically what this game is. It's like, we're still relevant, damn it. Like, every time I try to remember this song, I think of Endless Possibilities instead. So it's not very memorable. I mean, this is a cool intro, the way Sonic is running around all fast, full of high energy passion, destroying robots, and he looks serious at certain points. He's not an unlikable dick. He's actually exciting. Like, this is a good intro, and it gets you hyped for a story that isn't about hype. Like, look like that! Sonic never goes to punch Eggman in the actual game. And his model looks so much better here than it does in the entirety of the cutscenes of this game. But yeah, I don't really like the song that plays there. It feels like it's trying too hard to be relevant, instead of having electric guitars like a Sonic game should be. Since, you know, its roots were in the 90s, it should be trying to be badass and awesome. Something cool is that you go straight into the first level of the game. You don't have an intro cutscene that actually establishes why Sonic is here. And it tells you right from the start that Sonic is, like, this game is more about its gameplay than the story. The controls still are a little sensitive when you're going forwards and boosting, like in all the other Boost games. Like, you always veer to left or right a little when you're just trying to make very minor adjustments left and right. But it's not really that bad. Like, the game controls well for the most part. You're used to not having boosts in 3D sections. So it doesn't feel dickish and awkward when all of a sudden you're expected to jump and homie attack a bunch. Because you're used to not having boosts, so you don't constantly boost into knee-high walls. At least in this level. Then we get the 2D sections. The 2D sections are the best part of the game. That's not really saying much. The 2D sections don't really give you that much boost. Your boost is limited to the white wisps. And you don't always get the white wisps when you need them. Like, I just ran out of them here. Although I guess I could have switched rails to get them. Like, that's another thing. You switch rails by pressing left and right on the control stick. It's just like in Generations. So, they do simplify the controls a lot. They don't really tell you that. Another thing they simplified is the tricks. Like, you just press the A button, and this overly giddy announcer congratulates you for doing something as mindless as mashing the A button. Really goes to show you what kind of audience this game is for. Like, it'll praise you for doing something so easy. And again, I don't really see the point or appeal of tricks off ramps in this game. Like, ramp tricks were satisfying in the first place because they were hard to do and they felt fast. I don't get what the point of being able to walk around on the victory screen is. Like, Sonic just stares blankly at you. It's not as satisfying as seeing Sonic do a victory pose. You'll notice I overshot the platform there by quite a bit. This is because Sonic moves so fast in the air that you pretty much have to constantly stomp every single time to make sure that you get the precise platforming right. And this game is all about precise platforming. That's literally its main thing. So, you're going to be stomping a lot. because you move so fast. And look, I did not mean to slide there. Why did I slide there? That's another big controls issue. It's a lot of times Sonic will slide for no reason. So you have to jump every time that you stomp. Because if you move right away after stomping, you'll slide. Which destroys the point of stomping in the first place onto tiny platforms. Because then you slide off them. And again, I don't mind the knee-high wall there because you didn't have boosts anyways. Like, I don't mind the concept of restricting the boosts to white wisps. Because it potentially can mean that you only have boosts in the sections of the level where you can take advantage of it. Rather than having the boosts all the time, and so you boost when you shouldn't and bump into walls and stuff. But this game doesn't always give you boosts when you should need it. It's a good thing that they have that red ring there, because it teaches you that you can double jump while you're being lifted up by fan, which isn't intuitive. So it's a good thing that they do that. And see, I would love to have boosts here, because then I could just really quickly boost through all these enemies. But they don't put a white wisp there, so you got to slowly homie attack a bunch. God, that's so dickish! They have a red ring right there, but you're going to go straight into the animal capsule and get cheated out of it. And I missed it the second time I played this level too. And now we get to the first cutscene of the game.
He loves to hear his own lips flap, but hand it to the Eggster. This place is epic.
I like how he actually says epic.
Wanna come here?
Like, mainly because it's nice that he's actually complimenting Eggman, for once. Although, he says everyone their brother, but there's barely anyone there except for them.
This evil plot for us to foil.
And Sonic is being portrayed as smarter than Tails here. Why does Tails think it's totally harmless? This is Eggman we're talking about. Eggman! Why is he suddenly doubting this?
An evil plot? I don't know.
I don't understand why every Tails fan doesn't hate the way Tails is portrayed in this game. Like this... I mean, I like that line. Like, Sonic is expressing appreciation for beauty. But then you've got this. Tails looks like an idiot here too. Why would he ever say that it wasn't easy to get in here when they got in here because someone left the keys in the space elevator? Like,
I believe somebody was dumb enough to leave the keys in this
see?
thing. It's like Eggman's begging us to sneak in and trash the place.
Man, this thing's got
Saying trash the place kind of seems too harsh for Sonic. Like, it makes him sound like a thug.
All this fast?
This amusement park is
Like, that's an in-character line for Sonic. I like that.
intensive remorse for my past transgressions,
And this suspiciously specific denial, it's a little amusing, and I love Sonic's response to it.
That's a relief.
Like, this is the kind of humor that I want in Sonic. Like, characters being sarcastic. That's my kind of humor. That's what SA2 did. But,
it makes my head feel like it wants to.
and of course they have toilet humor. Tails can spin dash. How does he even get motion sick at all? I like that line. How did Sonic not hear Eggman and start taunting him? And like, this joke doesn't really work because we don't know Cubot, so how are we supposed to know right away that he shouldn't be talking with that accent?
I'm not sure
I mean, I love Cubot's accent
sure
here.
of what I'm gonna do.
And like, I love Warbot and Cubot. They give Eggman's robot army a face. They represent non-combat robots, and
What's going
Orbot's smart and Cubot's dumb, so it's a good contrast. And I like how Sonic's taking situations seriously instead of being all cocky. But I don't understand why Sonic's surprised at the wisp forming with him. It's like he was using wisps earlier. So it makes it look like having you go straight into the game was a last-minute decision that created a plot hole. Because Sonic should really not be surprised at the wisp fusing with him. I mean, I guess this is the first time that he's ever used the laser wisp. But yeah, like, Eggman's suspiciously specific denial in the elevator section really does give the game away right from the start. And of course, I didn't notice the Act 3 there on the top of the screen. Like, so I went into Act 1 by mistake. Like, I think the floor tiles of the world map should say Act 1 and 2 and stuff right on them. You quick step in this game by just pressing left and right in the correct sections. I was pressing L and R and it wasn't doing anything. So I found that a little unintuitive to get used to. It is a nice way of simplifying it, I guess. And yeah, like, you use the laser wisp to, well, I'm not really sure about the laser wisp right now. It definitely works a lot better in 3D, which sucks because 3D is barely used in this game. And I hate how often you have to slide under walls when you just run right up to them. And you had boost there, so of course you're going to boost into that knee-high wall. And like, that slide comes up so quickly. But yeah, Eggman just making it obvious that he has an evil plan right from the start, it kind of gives the game away. Like, they could have kept the mystery going for more than a couple seconds. Instead, they immediately have Orbot and Cubot there, showing that Eggman does have an evil plan. And like, it could have led up to a suspenseful plot where Sonic and Tails distrust each other, because Tails thinks Eggman might not be that evil anymore, and Sonic does. And so they argue for once, and eventually we discover that Eggman really is evil. Like, a predictable revelation is better than no revelation at all. Instead, we have Eggman obviously evil right from the start, when the plot could have been giving you a red herring by telling you that maybe there will be another villain than Eggman. And maybe Eggman won't be evil in this game, and then something will happen to make him go back to being the villain, because status quo, of course. But no. It's like this game loves to create interesting plot threads that are more interesting than the plot turns out to be, and then just drop them. But enough about the story. Like, Tropical Resort, like, I find it kind of dull, to be honest. Like, I found it very underwhelming. Like, I said earlier that I prefer the SA2 Sonic levels to this. Like, they have great platforming, they're very satisfying, and they're fast. Like, there's fast parts here. Like, I love the white wisp. You boost with the B button for some reason. And like, it makes sense because B is for boost, but you've been using another button in every other game. So it's weird that they suddenly changed the controls on you. This is the puzzle that they use for this level. Like, you step on a switch and it creates a staircase. It's not very intuitive that you should take advantage of the double jump to get up this faster, because it's not intuitive that you suddenly have a double jump all of a sudden. Like, Sonic finally gets his double jump back from Sonic Blast. And again, I slide when I didn't want to, so I fell and had to repeat stuff that I already did. So I'm awkwardly just stomping and then staying still for a while every single time. That never happened in any of the previous games. You stomped, and while you had to wait a little before moving, it's not like trying to move right away would make you slide forwards. And I don't know why they show you the zone map again every time you beat an act. Like, can't they just go straight to here? It feels like it's padding. I don't really like the theme of Tropical Resort. I find it to be very forgettable. Like, to be honest, I find the soundtrack in general to be forgettable. I mean, I guess it's nice when you're hearing it, but it's very easy to forget. Like, so far, like I've only played up to Starlight Carnival Act 1 by this point, but so far, Sweet Mountain is the only music that I actually remember, and I don't even remember it, it's just my favorite in the game. Anyways, this act is pretty annoying. Like, my biggest problem right from the start is that the camera's so far away from Sonic that it's very easy to lose track of yourself. I'm gonna rant a lot more about this stage later. Those dash pads are really awkward because they constantly send you back. And there's no way of, you have no way of knowing that there's going to be a second dash pad sending you back there when you first play. Because it doesn't show up until the instant is a threat. And You have to awkwardly jump over them. And you can clip through the grind rail if you jump at the wrong time. And it's hard to get back to the grind rail in the first place.
Now, let me see.
I hate the music that plays here. It's so insulting. Like, it's so dull and boring and... I don't know, it really doesn't suit a Sonic game.
I wish I knew what
I like how he talks in Technobabble here. Now this is a good joke. Like, I don't find it funny at all, but it's at least relatable. Like, I can understand why you'd say that.
Oh, I was reconfiguring my handheld into a translator so I can understand this.
This is showing that he's absent-minded and very focused on his technology.
I absorbed those aliens and got power.
I hate this so much. Again, this is another instance of Tails being portrayed as an idiot.
I find that hard to believe. Those are white wisps. They give you boost energy. Rescue them to fill up your boost gauge. I find that hard to believe.
Not to mention Tails was a tutorial guy, so he told you about the wisps earlier on. And Sonic doesn't even react to this by reminding Tails of all the crazy things that have happened.
Wreck that plan, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much how we spend our time.
And of course, Tails doesn't react with embarrassment at all to the fact that he was proven wrong about Eggman having an evil plan. He just casually says, and wreck that plan, right? And Sonic, his line there is so awkward. Like, he just says, yeah, that's pretty much how we spend our time. It sounds like he's bored of adventuring. That's not Sonic. Sonic is a guy that loves adventure. That's his official character description. And having the new writers for this game, Pontac and Graff, write that line. People who literally had to do research on the Sonic series just to write for it. It just feels very awkward and forced having Sonic say, yeah, that's how we usually spend our time. Like, Sonic fighting Eggman, that's hilarious, right? I don't know. I'll rant more about this later. I don't really like the writers for this game.